Good evening, it's your man Earl. It is Friday the 13th, Friday evening, and we are winding down for the night, late evening time. An interesting topic we're going to be talking about today. By the way, this is day, let me take a peek at the calendar. This would be day 103. Day 103, 4/13/2018, Friday the 13th, day 103. And matter of fact, while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to write that down so I can remember it. So day 103. Day 103, 4/13, Friday the 13th, 2018, and we are talking about on tonight's video log, if you will. We committed to a year of videos, and you know what I'm doing the next 2 years. I'm reading 2,000 books. What I'm going to do is I have to do in 2 years what I did not do in 20. So I need to play massive, I guess you call it catch up, but you can't catch up. So I need to make up and have stronger business decisions and really take care of my business, right? And part of that is disciplining myself to move in a more effective, a more expedient, a more productive way. So no more garbage decisions, no more garbage choices. So nevertheless, tonight's subject matter is the power of negative thoughts, okay? The power of negative thoughts. And so I thought about going to a different way with this, but I think I'm going to save that for a couple of videos in the future here, Lord willing. But tonight we're going to look at the effects of negative thoughts, all right? I'm going to give you really a couple different things that happen to you when you have negative thoughts, right? Now, you can look this up. Some of this is strictly medical science, all right? So some of this stuff is proven. It's not uncommon information. Some stuff is uncommon, but what I'm going to share with you tonight is not uncommon. So it should be readily at your fingertips or library that you need to go and do what? Become a student, right, of the issue or challenge that you're studying. So get this. We know day 103, 4/13, Friday the 13th, 2018. It's your man Earl, DeucesY22.com. It's powered by tonight, Dead Man's Hand, right? So we know that stress does what? It is physical, right? It can cause some major physical symptoms, and one of the major ones is constant upset stomach, right? So you got to be mindful of negative thoughts can come into stress, turn into stress, and then it can manifest itself in physical symptoms. One of them primarily is a upset stomach. Okay, here's another one that's important. Depression often physically hurts. It becomes pain, right? Soreness in the muscles, soreness in the body, right? Now, this is what a lot of people don't know. What depression actually does is it turns off all emotional responses and puts you in a low place. So basically nothing bothers you, which is not healthy, okay? We need emotions. We need happiness, joy. We need fear. We need sadness, right? But depression just puts you in turns off all the emotional responses, which is not healthy, all right? Now, this is something that is a bomb dropper. So check this out. Negative thinking actually is a survival strategy, right? Now, a lot of people have no clue really what that means. See, if you are a constant negative thinker, that would mean that you are constantly operating from a place of, I'm just trying to survive, right? And that's dangerous because we're not called to survive. We're supposed to be living, right? So if you are in a constant negative thought process, right, that would mean that you are in a constant place of, I'm just trying to survive, right? Look at this. It's the #1 cause of chronic depression. okay, is negative, consistent negative thinking, right? Check this out. It is a medical fact. It's a scientific fact that it damages the body and mind and potentially could ultimately play itself out in disease, which is dis-ease, right? All kinds of diseases, right? Mental, physical, lungs, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, adrenals, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? That you need to take a check at because you have negative thinking. All right? Now, here is a somewhat of, well, I'm not going to give any solutions just yet, but understand what this is. All right? Negative thinking often follows what we think, not what we feel. Now, why is that so important? Because we think that we feel something, then we think it. No, it's the opposite. We think something, then we feel it, right? So our feelings follow our thought processes, right? And if you have a distorted thinking, then you have distorted reality, which ultimately it's a cycle. That's what they talk about, cycle, which it actually reinforces negative thinking because you are constantly trying to survive, which just means you're constantly thinking of negative thoughts, right, to protect your own self. Now, I'm going to leave you with that. That's deep, right? So day 103, the power of negative thoughts, stress, upset stomach, depression, turns off all emotional responses. Negative thinking actually is a survival strategy. It's the #1 cause of chronic depression. It damages the body, damages the mind. It can cause disease. And guess what? Our feelings follow what we think, not what we are feeling, right? Our feelings follow what we think, not what we are feeling, right? And we have a distorted reality which reinforces, watch this, a distortion in negative thinking. It's a cycle. Now, I'll give you one tip. You're going to have to gradually shift the way you think, right? Gradually shift the way you think. And how do you do that? By having abrupt change in habits and behavior, right? Abrupt change gives you gradual progress. We think things happen right away. No, they don't happen right away, but you start the habits and the behaviors right away. It's your man Earl, the power of negative thought. Day 103, Friday the 13th, 2018. It's your man Earl, powered by Dead Man's Hand. God bless. We are out. Peace.